The public is fascinated with, and maybe just a little happy about, stories of famous people in jail. Drug charges, assault, disorderly conduct, and stories of more horrible celebrity crimes can land celebrities in jail. And once they're there, celebrity jail photos and recent celebrity arrests are bound to get a lot of attention. And who are the big celebrities who went to jail? Welcome back to Channel 10. Following is a list of the top 10 biggest celebrities who are in prison now currently. If you're new here, welcome, and consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the little bell notification below. Let's begin. Number 10. Michael Jace. Michael Andrew Jace, the actor who played a cop in the gritty effects series The Shield, was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the murder of his wife, April Jace. Jace was upset April Jace wanted a divorce and was obsessed with the belief that she was seeing someone else, Deputy District Attorney Tanaz Mokayev told jurors in her opening statement at trial. After shooting her once in the back and twice in the legs, Michael allegedly told her via US Weekly, quote, "If you're running, then run to heaven." He then reportedly called police before ringing April's father to come collect the boys. Number 9. Drew Drechsel. American Ninja Warrior winner Drew Drechsel, 31 years old, was charged with seeking sex with a minor and inducing her to send him sexual explicit images, as well as manufacture of child pornography, enticement of a minor to travel for illicit sexual conduct. In response, NBC has cut ties with Drechsel and announced that they would be eliminating his appearance in the upcoming season of the show. If convicted, Drechsel could face 20 years to life in prison, in addition to paying as big as a $250,000 fine. Number 8. Phil Spector. Phil Spector, the former Grammy-winning music producer, is serving a prison sentence for the 2003 death of actress Lana Clarkson. The 79-year-old is known for producing such groups as The Beatles, Ike and Tina Turner, Cher, and the Ramones. In 2009, he was sentenced to 19 years to life for Clarkson's murder. The actress was found slumped over in a chair at Spector's California mansion with a gunshot wound through the roof of her mouth. According to Page 6, he'll be up for parole in 2028 at age 88. Number 7. Sam Hurd. Former pro football star Sam Hurd could have been one of the league's most prized and respected players. But instead, he's serving 15 years behind bars for his role in a drug distribution hustle. Hurd, who was arrested in 2011 for drugs, filed a self-written motion nearly a year ago to get out of federal prison early. In a seemingly rushed offense, he stated he was rehabilitated. He had completed both typing and business classes while behind bars, and even learned how to attend to basic sports injuries. His request was denied the following year. Number 6. Ricardo Medina Jr. Former actor who played one of the Power Rangers in the children's television series has been sentenced to 6 years in prison for killing his roommate with a sword. Medina pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter of Joshua Sutter. The former Power Ranger was initially charged with murder, but decided to plead to the lower charge, his lawyer told. Medina stabbed his roommate in January 2015 after an argument in their apartment near Los Angeles. The argument, about Medina's girlfriend, started in the kitchen and resumed later when Sutter broke through Medina's bedroom door. After stabbing Sutter, Medina initially called 911 on himself, the Los Angeles Times reported at the time. Number 5. Jonathan Paul Copenhaver. The former mixed martial artist fighter Jonathan Paul Copenhaver, known more commonly as the War Machine, has been sentenced to life in prison after he kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and beat his ex-girlfriend in 2014. According to CBS Sports, the former fighter avoided conviction on attempted murder charges, but was found guilty of 29 of 34 charges for kidnapping, battery, and sexual assault in the attack that, quote, left Mac with a punctured lung and several broken bones. At his June 2017 sentencing, Copenhaver expressed remorse for his crimes and claimed to have found God while in prison. Number 4. Bill Cosby. American entertainer Bill Cosby, 83, was born William Henry Cosby Jr. in Philadelphia in 1937. He became a national treasure during his career, which saw him produce and star in the TV sitcom The Cosby Show from 1984 to 1992. The pudding lover was convicted of drugging and sexually assaulting a Temple University women's basketball administrator in his home 14 years prior. According to Business Insider, Cosby was originally hoping for house arrest. He and his lawyers claimed he was, quote, too old and vulnerable to do hard time. Nonetheless, the sitcom star was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in a maximum security prison that September. An appeal to overturn his conviction was denied in 2019. Number 3. Suge Knight. Former music mogul Suge Knight was charged with murder and attempted murder in February 2015, following a fatal hit-and-run on the set of the hit film Straight Outta Compton, reported the Los Angeles Times. Knight was accused of running over Terry Carter, who died, and Clee Bones Sloan, who survived with his truck. Because of his criminal history and the seriousness of his charges, Knight's $2.2 million bail was revoked, reported the paper. The prison sentence represents the low point of a long decline for Knight, one of the most important figures in the history of hip-hop, at his pinnacle in the mid-1990s. Number 2. Oscar Pistorius. Pistorius is a leading South African runner who won attention as an athlete with a disability competing at a high level, including at multiple Paralympic Games and the 2012 Summer Olympics. Oscar Pistorius has received his sentence for shooting former girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp through a bathroom door on Valentine's Day in 2013 at his home in Pretoria. The Paralympian was given a maximum sentence of 6 years, despite there being a minimum sentence of 15 years for murder in South Africa. The 29-year-old has already spent 1 year in the Kagozi Mampuru II prison, also known as Pretoria Central Prison, and he is expected to serve the rest of his sentence there. Number 1. R. Kelly. It looks like R. Kelly is going to be in jail for a while, at least until his trials get off the ground. According to Refinery29, as of 2020, the disgraced R&B singer is awaiting 3 separate trials stemming from multiple federal and state charges. The musician was arrested in Chicago on March 6, 2019 for failing to pay child support to his ex-wife Drea. The former couple share 3 children together, daughter Joanne and sons Jay and Robert Jr. This arrest comes just 1 week after Kelly pleaded not guilty to 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse. And that's a wrap on the top 10 biggest celebrities who are now in prison currently. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to click the notification button to be notified whenever we upload new videos like this. Goodbye.